A powerful CEO, Aryan, arrived at a hotel carrying his 5-year-old son Ishan in his arms. As soon as they entered, they met a shy and adorable little girl named Ruhi. Innocently, Ruhi called Aryan Daddy. Aryan was completely stunned. At that moment, his quiet son, Ishan, insisted on being put down. The moment he got down, he called Ruhi sister. Aryan felt that Ruhi looked strangely familiar. Since it was the first time he had ever seen his son so excited to talk to someone, he let the two children play together while he went to pick up his aunt. Meanwhile, Ruhi's mother, Jia, returned after finishing the checkout process to look for her daughter. Suddenly, Ishan ran toward her and hugged her while calling her mom. Jia was shocked. Gently, she explained that he should not call strangers mom, or bad people might take him away. But Ishan stubbornly insisted that she was his mother. Just then, Ruhi's friend softly said, "She's not your mother." Ishan looked at the man beside Jia and assumed he must be his mother's new husband. He immediately announced that he would stay with his mother from now on. Right then, Aryan returned. The moment Jia and Aryan looked into each other's eyes, they both felt an unusual sense of closeness. 5 years earlier, Jia's life had been destroyed by a cruel conspiracy. Her sister, Nisha, secretly drugged her, and by accident, Jia spent one night with Aryan. When Nisha discovered that Jia was pregnant with Aryan's child, she bribed hospital staff and stole the newborn baby from Jia. She then lied and told Jia that her baby had died during birth. Heartbroken, Jia begged for her child back, but Nisha even tried to kill her. Miraculously, Jia survived. Sometime later, she gave birth to a beautiful daughter, Ruhi. Fearing Nisha would hurt her again, Jia fled overseas. 5 years later, Jia returned as a successful businesswoman. Before leaving the hotel, she asked Ruhi and her friend to wait outside, but the friend insisted on helping her, leaving Ruhi alone. During that time, Ruhi ran into Ishan again, and the two children got into a small argument. Aryan soon returned and apologized for his son's behavior. As he prepared to leave with Ishan, Ruhi once again called him daddy. Jia quickly covered Ruhi's mouth and explained that the little girl was still very young. But when Jia saw Aryan forcefully taking Ishan away, a strange sadness filled her heart. She found herself wishing that the sweet little boy were her son. What she didn't know was that Ishan was actually her biological son. Later, Jia took Ruhi to kindergarten, where she noticed Ishan sitting all alone. Jia knelt down in front of him and gently asked, "Why are you sitting here by yourself?" Ishan immediately replied, "I want to go home with you." Jia found the little boy incredibly adorable and decided to take him with her. But just as they were leaving the kindergarten, they ran into Aryan. Seeing his son with Jia, Aryan became furious. He warned Jia to stay away from Ishan. Jia grew angry as well and scolded Aryan, saying that if he couldn't properly take care of his son, he shouldn't leave him alone. After saying that, Jia turned around and walked away without looking back. But Ishan still wanted to go with Jia. Aryan quickly grabbed his son's hand and firmly said, "She is not your mother." At that exact moment, Jia suddenly remembered that she was late for an interview. She hurried to the company as fast as she could, only to discover that the person interviewing her was none other than Aryan himself. To watch part 2, send a red heart in the comments.